Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Alex Happ is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
So digging in now, Brian Velez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Oh, and a perfect location there as he catches the corner for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Count is full. 3-2.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Damon Ortiz.
Set to get his day started, Damon Ortiz, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. So far on the year, Ortiz has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. The 1-0 home.
Nope, that's inside.
One out, nobody on. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Paul Walsh waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Ready now for the Marlins, Paul Walsh. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Ortiz stands at first with one out. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Armando Dominguez.
Coming to the plate now, Armando Dominguez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1. 0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch.
Well, that's off the plate.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. Miami out to an early 1-0 lead. Sean Bull, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
The next Cub up, Nicholas Horner, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First offering on its way. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Row. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Striding in, J.C. Embry. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
We've seen some pretty good second basemen in the history of baseball. Joe Morgan, Ryan Sandberg, Jeff Kent, some guys that can hit the ballpark, and this guy fits right into that billing too. A slick fielding second baseman with a lot of thunder in his bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, number 25 for him on the year, and the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
At the plate now, Sammy Sosa. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Owings has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Digging in, J.J. Dean. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The second baseman, J.J.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Max Stassi, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The pitcher's got to be smarter right there. He blew that fastball right by him, and then he did him a favor by speeding up his bat with a changeup. Nice execution to keep your hands back by the batter.
To the plate now, Sean Bull, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. From the stretch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sosa is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brian Velez.
Standing in, Brian Velez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
And that'll miss up an in ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Grounded to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Tito Suzuki.
Coming to the plate now, Sito Suzuki. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. One out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Velez is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting set, the third baseman, Zobrist.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Line softly toward the hole. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. All tied at 1-1. Up next from Miami, Damon Ortiz. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Stepping up now, Paul Walsh. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
We got full count.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Armando Dominguez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Dominguez is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Just hung in there on that one. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Once again a 3-2. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
2 on here with 1 man out. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt here. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in, J.J. Dean, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. The bases are loaded with only 1 out. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And in large part, they do it with their legs. Entering the day, they are tops in the majors in stolen bases. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to offensive production, but as one player told me, we apply pressure with our speed. It's not just steals. We have the ability to stretch hits into doubles and triples, so I think we're in scoring position more than most other clubs. That makes sense, and it's working for them. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Padilla.
First pitch of the at-bat. Jesse Padilla is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Alex Happ, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
So in now for Chicago, Nicholas Horner. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Dominguez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We've played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Chris Owings. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The catcher, number 13, Max Stassi.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike now. The 2-1. A ball hit softly on a line to third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sean Bull. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The left fielder, Nick.
Here comes the first pitch.
Castellanos.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Down the first baseline. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in, the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers that they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One run, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and 2 strikes now. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Willie Peralta will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
39, Willie Peralta.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Brian Velez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's taken for strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
The center fielder, number 9, Damon Ortiz.
At the plate, Damon Ortiz. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two and two. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Paul Walsh comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but just foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Marlins down quietly. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sito Suzuki.
The center fielder, Ito Suzuki.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Nope.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Hit hard to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, third baseman, Zobrist.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
1-1 now to Zobrist.
Oh, that's what's there.
And now a soft liner here to the right side. Just foul. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Jesse Padilla will be next. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Heading out towards shallow right. Dominguez will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Riding in once again, Jesse Padilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Padilla, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Seared down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
Adam Greenberg will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Greenberg.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Julio Teheran takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Cubs, number 49, Julio Teheran.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder Armando Dominguez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Tehran has a strong chance of being an all-star for the National League this year as he's currently leading the vote totals among relievers.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Throw over to the bag. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo, number 28 on the season, and it gives the Marlins a 3-1 lead.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Ready once again, J.J. Dean. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First offering on its way. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
So now to the plate, Chris Owings, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Ball 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
The 3-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping in, Max Stassi. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 0-1 pitch. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. The tag gets 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Up next for the Marlins, the pitcher, Sean Bull.
So here now is the pitcher, Sean Bull, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and he pops him up. Embry is there and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Through 5 1/2. It's now 3-1 Miami.
Leading off from the top, not shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he takes ball 2 and it's 2-1. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Now a throw over. Back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Here's a chopper to first. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Anthony Driscoll will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Anthony Driscoll.
J.C. Embry will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. The Marlins lead it 3-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the outfielder Brian Velez. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Sosa has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Damon Ortiz.
At the plate, Damon Ortiz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul Walsh.
Now at the plate, Paul Walsh. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now batting, Ryan Buckner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Driscoll has compiled over 65 innings of work and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now back, center fielder, Suzuki.
Ready for another chance, Sito Suzuki. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Struck him out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Jesse Padilla stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand one. Score holds. It's 3-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Armando Dominguez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The Cubs entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
The 1-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony
Rizzo will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1. Count 2-1.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His second home run of the game as the Marlins have opened up a 4-1 lead.
It's a 3-run lead now, and that doesn't exactly slam the door shut on this thing, but it certainly closes it a little bit. The importance of each run is magnified the later you get in the game, and that bomb here in the 8th is big.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Billy Palmer will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jimmy Grimes is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
In now, J.J. Dean, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Palmer comes into the day 3rd in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Behind 0-2 now. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. One out, nobody on. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Into the box, Chris Owings. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Still only one out in the inning. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Sosa is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Max Stassi.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0. Ball 2. 2-0.
Two out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of you.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian Velez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Velez. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. From the stretch. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Look out, 1-1.
swing and a liner right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins on top, 5-1. Diego Barrera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
26, Diego Barrera.
Digging in now, Jimmy Grimes, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And it's 1-2.
Count 1 and 2.
Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Nicholas Horner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, and it's gone.
Oh, that swing has to feel good right there. If you look at the numbers, this guy does not give up many long balls. To take him deep in this spot certainly is huge.
Into the box now, number 12.
The left fielder.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Boyd Nunez enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 1 back on the solo home run. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Cubs 2. Luke Little enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Damon Ortiz. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Little rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up.
Ball 1.
And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now another 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Another full count pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Castellanos comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul Walsh.
Settling in now, Paul Walsh. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
The batter, the right fielder, Armando Dominguez.
At the plate, Armando Dominguez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Anthony Rizzo is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Rizzo has hit more than 450 homers in his career, and he's been launching them out of the park since the day he stepped onto a big league field. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
So striding in, J.J. Dean. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Right fielder giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now 6-2.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Chris Owings is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. From the stretch. Lays off. 2-2 now. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Dominguez isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Ronnie Wickert takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. At the plate now, Max Stassi, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Wickert hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a supplemental round selection back in the 2022 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Marlins lead this one 7-2. Striding in to start the 9th, Sammy Sosa, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 and 1. All even now, 2 and 2. Now here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So now to the plate, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1 and 1. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Miami Marlins get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Sean Bull earns his 5th winner of the year as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Julio Teheran is tagged with just his first loss of the year. Boyd Nunez records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.